think, Christoph, that was you that was talking about the biosampling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we're coming down and we're shooting with the crossbow, it's important that we get each one of those animals to determine the relationship. We're confident, likely, that that's a cow and a calf, but how does the escort fit into the picture? And it's interesting is that when we approach them, we approach like this, very respectably, but when we're taking biosamples, you gotta be close. They don't have deadly accuracy. And so you're barreling down on them the minute you hit one. And I mean, it's the size of a pencil, like the diameter of a pencil, and about 1.5 centimeters long. And yet you'll see a reaction from the animal. And after that, there's obvious communication going on, because it's very difficult to get biosamples off the other two. There's some rostrum there. The calf is... And between the tubercles and also in the throat grooves, these are balls. They have that, it acts like an accordion and allows that gross expansion of the throat. So they can engulf huge volumes of water and then use that inverted tongue to push that water back out. The bleed on a humpback isn't terribly big. It's probably... The calves are with the cows or the mothers, typically 1 year and sometimes up to 2 years. So they're going to return back to northern latitudes. Whale numbers here actually peak in May. And if you think about that, that's just a month before the winter solstice. And a lot of these back bays, all the adult krill are going to move back from the continental shelf where they've been spawning, and then fill these back bays, and the adults are going to go into like a hibernation. And so they're not eating really. They might eat some detritus off the bottom in these back bays, coastal bays like Wilhelmina. And Wilhelmina Bay will be chock full of humpbacks as they superfeed one last time in preparation for the longest migration of any mammal on Earth. And some of these whales, it's amazing. I have the data is like they swim on very definitive linear migrations regardless of coastal topography, underwater bathymetry, thermoclines, on these dead state straight trajectories as far north. Some of these will go to Costa Rica, actually cross the equator. So, but generally speaking, you're either a northern hemisphere humpback or a southern hemisphere. It's not like